Okay, so the third exercise for HSCP is rising up on toes. So for this exercise, it requires you to have something stable to hold on, like a solid object. So when you're going to a client's, it's maybe this one suggestion is the kitchen countertop or something sturdy or solid to hold on. So for example, at the time being, I have this heavy chair to hold on. At least it's something that is not moving. So the requirement for this one is hold on something solid objects. So and then your feet should be 1 foot apart before you start. So as a if you're new to this exercise, begin with 5 rising on toes. So look at my feet. I just need to lift your toes as high as you can. I mean, rise up as high as you can onto your toes. Lifting your heels off to the floor. Breathe easy. And then repeat for 5 times as tolerated. So one way that you know if your client is getting tired is if you're not lifting their heels. So you should advise your client to look forward as they do this exercise. So if your client is getting used to this exercise, you can advise them well to do it up to 15 repetitions. Now, so the progression of this exercise, you can advise your client to lift bend one of their legs 90 degrees, and then they can do this exercise. One of the safety tips is make sure they really hold on this one for balance, and then they should move slowly, and then your client body should be straight and no movement or bending on the hip. So let's do the progression. So lift 1 foot 90, bend 90 degrees, and lift your heel slowly down, lifting your heels off to the floor. So repeat 5 times as tolerated, then increase up to 15 each every day as tolerated. Okay, so that's rising up on toes. Okay, Christine, it's your turn to demo back about the rising up on toes exercise. So can you show me the beginner? Yes, hold on to that, and then 1 foot, and then your feet should be 1 foot apart so that you have one. Yes, you have. Okay, can you start doing it? Yes. Yeah, movement should be done slowly, and then your body should be straight at the back. You're doing great. Yes, and then you can do this motion up to 5 times, then you can progress, or you can advise your client to do progression every day up to 15 repetitions. Yes. Now, if for the progression, can you do the 1 foot, please?
1 foot.
Yes. So raise your foot, should be bent 90 degrees as tolerated if it's your client. So can you do that? 1. Yeah. So you can start again 5 and then increase up to 15 repetitions as tolerated. And your head should be looking forward, not looking down each time you do.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Thank you. That's great. Okay, so the 4th exercise for home support exercise program is 2 tapping. So 2 taps. So before going to the exercises, let's talk about the safety as a beginner. So you should have something sturdy, something solid to hold on, like this one. Or if you're advising a client, you can show them in their living space where it can be an appropriate solid object to hold on. For example, like kitchen countertops, so that it can be easy for them and it's safe for them. So when you're moving or doing this exercise, you should do it slowly, because there's a tendency that you can lose balance, and you should be holding on something solid object appropriate for your height for balance. So let's do the exercise. So 2 taps. Hold on to something like this chair, and then tap your toes alternately, lifting onto the heel of 1 foot, then the other. So continue doing this for 2 minutes, then increase your time to do the 2 taps every day until 5 minutes. So if you're getting used to it, so one more thing, you should be looking forward and avoid rocking, and you're not be moving your toes, your hips. So continue doing for 2 minutes up to 5 minutes as tolerated. Then if you're getting used to it, let's move to the progression. So the progression of this exercise is not holding anything, like for example, but make sure for safety reason it has to be do your exercise on a place that you can hold on, just in case you lose balance. So when you're doing the progression, you're not holding to anything. To increase your support, you should also do widen your base like that, because sometimes when it's too close, there's a tendency that you will just be rocking like that. So widen your base and then alternately tap your toes like that. So it's the same thing. All right, that's 2 tap exercise today. So let's move to the 2 taps. So it's your turn to show me the 2 taps. So can you show me the beginner? So hold on to a secure object, yes, and then your head should be looking forward. Okay. And your feet should be at least a shoulder width apart. Yes, that's great. And then start doing it. So 1, 2 at a time. Don't track your chest. 1, 2.
1, 2.
Yeah, 1 like that.
Alternate.
Alternate, yes.
1. Like that?
Yes. So you should lift your toes as high as they can. Okay. And your heels should stay on the floor. Yeah. And then look forward. That's great. So when you're advising your clients in the future, make sure that they don't rock. Like, I mean, they don't move their feet. Their heels should stay, yes, like that. Okay, next is let's go to the progression. So the progression, you're not gonna hold to any object, right? Like, you're not gonna hold on the chair. Yeah. So show me how you do it. So just face me. Okay. And then you should have a wider base. Okay. Maybe a little bit more. And then yes, start doing it alternately. Yes. And then you could, yeah, keep looking at me and not down your toes. Yes. Okay, so you continue with this for 2 minutes, and then you can increase the time to do 2 taps every day and until you reach 5 minutes. So that's how you see it to your client. Yeah, and they can progress up to that. Okay. From 2 minutes to 5 minutes. Okay, thank you. Okay, so the 5th exercise.